What's poppin'? It's your boy Cho. We are back with another Crystal of Atlan banger. This time we are going to make a tier list of the characters. Now this tier list is strictly opinion based. This is my opinion, but this is to for one reason. This is to help new players, when they come in, if they want to have opinions about which characters they think they should pick up before starting the game. Everything I do is to bring awareness to the game. So doing a tier list is hella fun. If you agree with the tier list, let me know in the comments. If you do not, shoot, let me know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we have is Cloud Strider. All right, the Cloud Strider class, I'm going to put, let me say this. None of this is PvE based. So this is a PvP tier list. The reason being is because I think every class is valuable in PvE. I don't think any class is better than the other one in PvE. I think if you're geared up, you're gonna do hella damage and you're gonna be valuable. So this is strictly PvP based. So here we go. All right, Cloud Strider, I'm going to put you in the C tier. All right, so I put Cloud Strider in the C tier because the Cloud Strider doesn't have as many like super armor moves as its counterpart. Don't get it twisted. Cloud Striders do hella damage, and if you get hit with everything, yeah, there goes 80% of your health bar and you have a little bit to work with left. But their moves are avoidable, so if you avoid them, that pretty much leaves them vulnerable. If they run out of energy and they're in the red state, then they're pretty much easy to capitalize on, so especially with not having many super armor moves. So yeah, I'm gonna put Cloud Strider in C tier. All right, we got Starbreaker. Yeah, this is the OPS tier. This is the counter class to the Cloud Strider. It's the Starbreaker. Yeah, this class is stupid. This class literally has super armor up to ass. Like, let's say you do a move to them, yeah, they're gonna do their move right back to you, break through your move, and then do as much damage as they want to do. This class is insane, and yeah, that's why they're in S tier. So yeah, just know that. Elementalist is going right up in S tier. I think Starbreaker's first and Elementalist is second. Elementalist is strong, man. They have, God, their spells cover so much area and do so much damage. So it's like, you get caught in one of those, not only is half your health gone, but you are wrapped in a combo that is yeah, Elementalists are no joke. So this is honestly a class that I would this is a class that if I had to pick one, knowing what I know PvP wise, then I would go Elementalist for sure. I like them. I think they're cool. All right, next class is Magician. I'm gonna put Magician right under Elementalist. To me, Magician has the same advantages as Elementalist. Not as damaging though. Elementalist combos are super damaging, but Magicians are tricky. They have like clones that they can use while they stealth to get around you. However, you can see them. So like in lower elos, I think Magician reigns supreme, but in higher elos where somebody knows what their kid is capable of, I think for Magicians it gets a little bit harder. So that's why they're going to be in A tier. Now the Scythe Guard, I'm going to put in B tier. Scythe Guard gets B tier mainly because of their range. They have great range. Their auto attack combos is cheap, can literally last forever. I've seen it. I still don't know how to break out of it if they get me in one. I just got to get lucky with my landing the dodge on time when I fall. But this class is very cheap. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Next class, we have the Gunner. Ooh, the Gunner. This is gonna go in A tier. Yeah, this is going in A tier. And this is going in front of Magician. The Gunner's strong. Gunner's strong, man. That flamethrower does hella damage. For whatever reason, it has a lot of super armor. So you try to break him out of it, they're not breaking out of it, and she's still launching it at you, and it does hella damage, and there's very little you can do about it. And the Gunner class and the Elemental class, in my opinion, are the best classes in zoning you with a lot of damage. So, you know, she got missiles coming at you, she got beams coming at you, pretty much everything, and it hurts. It hurts like crazy. All right, then we got the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter, in my opinion, is probably the worst class in the game. Not to say, so don't get me wrong, no class is weak, but Bounty Hunter class, they have good combos. Like if you get hit with their skills, then they can wrap you with a very long combo, but they don't have much super armor. Damage is kind of lackluster, especially compared to their counterpart. And you know, because of that, I mean, it's not like they're doing as much damage as Cloud Strider, right? But the super armor is not like they have as much super armor as the Gunner or the Starbreaker or anybody else. So yeah, unfortunately, Bounty Hunters is getting the D tier for me. Then you have the Berserker. I think Berserker is A tier. So we're gonna go A tier for the Berserker. And we're gonna put Berserker behind the Magician. I think the Magician is a lot more for the Berserker to deal with. It has a lot bigger threat to when we're talking about the classes holistically. But the Berserker has a lot of super armor. It does a lot of damage, but that short range with is a killer for the Berserker. But if they get in, then they do really well. You could put it the last of A tier, or you could do the top of B tier. I don't really think it matters, but I think this is a really good position to put them in. Magic Blade. This is my class. I'm going to put them in front of Cloud Strider in C tier. So don't get me wrong, I am diamond in magic. I am a diamond Magic Blade. So I have beaten all these classes at least once. And I do pretty well, but well, let me tell you Magic Blade's positives. The Magic Blade has moves that track while you're in the air. They're close range, but they cover a lot of distance. Magic Blade's really fast, especially with the silhouette combo. So they can catch a lot of people off of guard if played correctly. Plus, there's skill damage slash magic damage champion. So, you know, their skills deal a lot of damage, but it's only a few of its skills that deal a lot of damage. So you got to combo correctly. Yeah, you got to know a lot to be good on a Magic Blade. It's not in PvP, it is not beginner friendly, I believe. And you know, when you're in the late game, yeah, all the classes above either outrange you, outzone you, outburst you, or out super armor you, and you're just kind of stuck baiting skills out just so you can finally get in. So that's why, from a Magic Blade perspective, yeah, you're at the C tier, my guy. Then we have the Blade Maiden. All right, so I'm putting Blade Maiden in the front of Scythe Guard. I believe Blade Maiden's a better PvP class than the Scythe Guard. I believe Blade Maiden just has more options. It has great range like Scythe Guard. Some of the skills the Blade Maiden has are just very wide, but they have a reset combo that I haven't seen any other class do. They have a combo that while you're in that combo, they get to regain their full energy bar, and it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've only ever seen one class do it. It's Blade Maiden. So they have my respect for that reason. They are crazy. So I think they're pretty interchangeable between Blade Maid and Berserker, but I will put Berserker in front. So we're gonna do Berserker in the back of A tier and Blade Maid in the front of B tier, okay? All right, and then we finally have Warlock. All right, Warlock is being put in B tier. Warlock is good. Warlock, they zone not nearly as well as elementalists, not as well as magicians, right? But what warlocks do very well is they combo you very well. Once you get hit by a warlock, man, you're in for a doozy. And then they can transform to get their like little enraged form and do crazy amounts of damage. So it really, you know, like the difference between a bad warlock and a good warlock is night and day, right? So you're gonna see some like really terrible warlocks, don't know what they're doing, make them look D tier. Then you're gonna see a warlock that you swear warlocks are S tier. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's crazy what they do. So to me, at the end of B tier is a good place to put them, right ahead of Magic Blade. And yeah, this is my tier list. Now at this stage, there is one more class that has been introduced. It's about a month old. It's called the Mistrix. If I had to choose to put the Mistrix anywhere, because the Mistrix is kind of hard to gauge, they're still newer. Just know I would put the Mistrix somewhere in the A tier. So I put the Mistrix probably behind the Gunner and behind the Magician, but in front of the Berserker, because the Mistrix is a crazy damaging class, a lot of range. The only class I know that they have a move where they could just literally damage you while they're moving, and the move tracks so they can't miss, and they're really hard to hit while they're doing that. Plus it has its own little super armor, so you either have to use a super to get her out, or something that breaks super armor, but it's insane. So yeah, Mistrix, just know Mistrix would go right in between Magician and Berserker. All right, and there it is. That is your tier list from your boy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, if you agree or if you would change some things, I'm all ears. I want to know what you guys think, what your tier list looks like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will copy this in the comments, so if you want to give me your tier list, please feel free. Like and subscribe. Until next time, peace. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe. Head over to Twitch, follow Chovy or Twitch, where I do stream 3 or 4 times a week. See you there.